A few days ago, I thanked voters and my staff for all that they have done to getting us to here. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve in that role. Despite our lack of success in achieving an ultimate goal, we did not fail. We've learned, we've grown. I've become a better person, and I think there's lessons to be learned. And for my Libertarian Party, we had a mixed bag of an election season. We had some successes in the local levels. We even had a win in a state house in Wyoming. We had some good runs in the governorship. And there was a lot of us there at the higher state levels who put in a lot of good work. Our victory was never really in our bag, but running campaigns with honor and dignity was a privilege. Asking to represent your community is different than many people think it is. If you are running to represent your party, you're running for the wrong reasons. Yes, your runs will help the party, but you're running for your community. You're running to make the community better. You're running to represent people who completely disagree with you. You cannot run to represent the party. You have to run to represent your community. The lessons we have learned, we will move forward. We have learned lessons from our race. We have learned lessons from races around the country. Local affiliates are where the real work gets done. Reaching out to our communities, neighborhood by neighborhood, if we have to, one at a time, if we have to, is the path forward. In a race like mine, we were $650,000 behind our opponent in fundraising. We can't make that gap up. We can suck all of our donors dry, and we will not fill that gap. They didn't even have to try. It's not about money. It's about getting yourselves in front of your community more and more and more often. The news media will never cover us. It's not fair. Life ain't fair. Get used to it. Build our own. It's time to build our own outreach and to do it consistently. Waiting for election season to put literature on people's doors is too late. The Libertarian philosophy is stronger than politics. It's not even about politics. It's basic humanity. It's what we were all taught as children. Don't hit people, don't take their stuff, but be nice and share. That's what we were all taught. That's what I taught my children. That's what I'm watching my children teach their grandchildren. But yet, we forget to teach that. We forget to express that outside. We have to talk to our communities. We have to listen to our communities. And we have to express our philosophy in a less political way. They will come. But there is a warning to all this. Lots of people, myself included, will say we need to do this, we should be doing this, and we may be right. We may be wrong. These are things we need to discuss. These are things we need to work through. People like me can have ideas. Other people who are better organized than me, who are smarter than me, who have more experience than me, can take these frameworks and help me fill out the details. Then we can go to volunteers and say, here, look, we have a plan. We are organized. Then volunteers are more likely to show up. When volunteers start showing up, donors will show up. There are 5 pillars to a political party: politicians, activists, volunteers, donors, and voters. Voters are the most important. We forget that at our peril. Many of us suffered from unrealistic expectations, but I asked you this. Take a minute. Forget where you think we should be. Take an honest look at where we are and where we've come from. In 1970, we did not exist. In 2020, we have a state house victory. We have a president on all 50 ballots. And we have tens of thousands of libertarians wanting to help make the world a better place. We've done good work. Let's keep at it. Thank you. Good night. Love everybody.